I used to be very stupid when I first started. I used to look like this. I would wake up and do nothing about my face. And now I look like this. And now the first thing you want to do when you wake up in the morning is wash your face with cold water. First, wash your hands, please. You don't want no stupid bacteria on your face. Next up, I'll then go with is Ice Cube. Now apply it to my face to also debloat. So if you struggle with having eye bags, for instance, this is I feel like this is a gem right here. And this is gonna like reduce the puffiness. When you wake up, your face is usually inflamed. Another thing that's very important for attraction, obviously, is your body. Like, you need to be looking a certain type of way. You need to look aesthetic. You need to look jacked. And I literally covered that in this video right there. So you need to be taking care of your body. Like, body game is a freaking thing. You need to make sure that your body's on point, where your face is on point now, your body is on point. You got that aura, you got that confidence, you got that grrr, that literally ooze out unspoken riz. I also wanted to take you through something that gives literal instant attraction. If you understand the principle, that there's a principle called the contrast principle. This is literally the principle that women apply every single time. Every single time you see a woman on makeup, the literal thing they're trying to create is contrast. Your eyebrows, your mustache, your hairline, those things, you literally have to enhance your features. When I mean enhance, I mean do everything you can to improve those things, because your eyebrows, your beard, your mustache, every single thing will give your face that outline. And that's very, very important in creating an attractive face for a glow up. So literally, I'm gonna be taking you through the routine that dyes my hair. I cuff this, I think, from the supermarket. And what I'll typically do is I'll mix ingredients in. So you take this, you should have this, and you should have another one. I think there is also a conditioner bonus part, but I don't really use this, to be fair. I would get a small bowl. So I would mix these two things together. You just need a very, very tiny bit, because it's not, oh, I actually need to do my hair. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. So I need to mix both of them in. Please don't do that with your hands, please. Like, I think when you mix it in, you should notice that the color will change. Before you dye your hair, you should get a Vaseline. Hope you actually use this for actually the good reason. You should apply it on the areas where you're gonna be dyeing. So I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows, so I'll do that here. So you don't want it to overly stain your face, so you should just do that. You then want to get you a brush. I typically have a toothbrush where I dye my hair with. Outline the areas that you want to dye, so that'll be the shade of the dye is a little bit funny. It doesn't even look black. But trust the process, guys. Trust the process. I'm starting to look like an anime character. But every single thing you want as a guy is on the other side of more. The body that you want is on the other side of more work. The looking more attractive is on the other side of more work. Every single thing you want as a guy is on the other side of more work. I'm gonna be taking the dye and applying it on my hair. So you never want to use your actual hand to put the stuff in your hair, please. But I don't know if what I've got is enough. I don't think it's going to be. So I have applied the dye on my hair, my eyebrows, my mustache, and my hair. All you have to do right now would be I'll put my hair in a shower cap and I'll wait for 5 minutes, I'll wash it off, and hopefully the dye don't mess me up, because as you can see, the color is blue. I don't know, blue might be my color though, but hey, nah. Alright, so this is the final result. Honestly, I know I look pale right now. I literally just used the opportunity to just have my bath, which you guys should be doing on a daily basis, because I know some of you guys don't have your bath. And you should also use, I use an African sponge if I'm gonna be honest, but a way better sponge would be a silicone scrub. I'll show that on the screen. And as you can see, my eyebrows look a little bit more darker, and it's creating that contrast, which is slightly different from how I came. Even my goatee looks a little bit more darker as well, and contrast principle, it's literally in effect. So I'm gonna be taking you through the skincare routine. Hey! First, wash your hands, please. Wash your face with warm water to open up your pores and your neck as well. Immediately after you do that, the next step will then be going in with your cleanser. I typically use this cleanser, so you apply a very generous amount. I wasn't playing when I said generous. Going for a good 30 to 60 seconds. Getting all that gunk. Then you wash off with cold water. Now that you've done that, the next step will then be use a towel. I usually use a towel for my neck, my face. Don't go use a towel you use on your balls, on your freaking face. Since you don't have a separate towel, most likely use a tissue paper, bro. And just, you wanna dab your face, you know, be gentle. This is the skin that's gonna, that's gonna pull bodies, so you need to be gentle. So now that your face is dry, I will then go in with a toner. So a toner is not entirely relevant if you're just starting out, but I usually like a toner. I have one, I have this. I also have a hydrating toner as well. So toners is it literally just, to be fair, when you wash your face with cold water, it does have a toning effect. So I won't really say that this is a process that is crazy relevant. So you spread the toner. So I can't lie, every single time I do this stuff, I always feel like a bad babe. Alright, so I also would just use my hand. You can just roll dog it. After you apply your toner, you should let it sit for around, you should just let it dry. It doesn't take too long. I always like just completing the process every single time. Add this and this. So this is for hyperpigmentation. This is also to brighten up your skin. And I won't lie, I feel like it is very, very important to brighten up your skin. So what I would typically do is I'll mix them both in together. I'm a lazy boy, so I'll mix it in. So I'll take a decent amount. This is a niacinamide. It looks whitish. I'll put like my vitamin C serum, and as I said, I'll mix them in together. You can apply them separately, and you don't want to be sleeping in the toilet. So you always want to go in circular motions. As I said, I feel like I abuse my niacinamide, so I usually would apply this way more than my vitamin C serum. It would always look weird that your face looks healthy and your neck looks weird. I even always would apply it to my ear as well, because I'm like, yo, everything should be even. That's done. The next step would be, because it is winter where I'm at right now, I would usually go for more hydration, because I tend to realize my skin is a little bit more dry during the winter period. So for hydration, I got two. I know. You don't need these two. What I would tell you is you definitely need niacinamide and vitamin C. These two, But for the extra hydration, I'll either go with the snail mucin, that's this right here, or I would go with a hyaluronic acid serum, that's this right here. Today, I've been really abusing my snail mucin. Today I'll chill. So today I'm gonna use my hyaluronic acid. As I said, extra hydration. And obviously don't forget, you have to put that stuff on your neck, my guy, please. Because as I said, you want to look sexy all around. Last but not least, CeraVe. I think you should be able to see that, and a sunscreen. A sunscreen is so relevant. Like, please don't slip on your sunscreen a little bit. I mix it in with my sunscreen because, bro, we're not babes over here. We want to get that glowing skin, and we also don't want to waste time in the toilet. You got other aspects of our lives. So now, skincare, really, I would say like the moment I actually started taking care of my skin, like really, it was a game changer. And I feel like with regards to glowing up, it's all the tiny little things that make a difference. So taking care of your skin, taking care of your grooming, those tiny little things, by the time you compound those tiny little things, having a good physique, by the time you compound those tiny little things, if you're on average like a guy who looks like a 5'4", before you know it, you're able, you're gonna move or bump up to like a 7'8". That's a skincare routine, my guys. Can't lie, I know that was a little bit long. However, one thing I would say is, if you found the whole process a little bit too much, which I do understand you, if you found the process a lot, I'll tell you need 3 things. You need a gentle cleanser, CeraVe, a gentle cleanser, a moisturizer, and you also need sunscreen. These 3, if you took anything out of this place, just get these products. Now for your oral hygiene, I've brushed my teeth. What you want to do is you need to get yourself an electric toothbrush. You guys should know what a tongue scraper is, but it looks like this. Scrape out your tongue up until the white stuff, that white gunk, is off. And usually you can get yourself a charcoal toothpaste, get you right. Invest into your oral hygiene. And if you think taking care of yourself is feminine, you got it wrong, bro. You really got it wrong. And also, before I actually forget, if you're someone who struggles with acne, I would recommend you having clindamycin. So I think I do have a breakout like here, just right here. So I would typically apply this clindamycin on when I'm done doing my skincare routine. I just had to drop that by. Need to make sure it's smelling good as well. Get you a very good cologne. Also need to be taking care of your hair. I have a leave-in conditioner, so that's this right here. Also something I also do to add shine is I apply a mousse for shine. Then I think I'll go with the conditioner. I also apply on my eyebrows and my mustache. I would finish off with a conditioner, just a light amount, because I did wash my hair. I had to shampoo my hair a little bit when I was washing off the dye to just like tighten up the curls and all that. Growth, the same with my leave-in conditioner as well. It's making growth. I feel like for 4C hair, chef's kiss. With regards to your body, you want to be using an unscented lotion. So you don't want to be using a lotion that smells a certain type of way and your perfume then smells a certain type of way. By the time the chemicals mix in together, it just messes up everything. So I technically use Vaseline. Yes, I use Vaseline on my body, to be honest. It's unscented. You don't want to be looking ashy, bro. Heck no. When you don't take care of your skin and you are a black person, I know you be looking ashy as heck, such that like they can play tic-tac-toe on your body. You don't want that. So, an unscented lotion. And one of the reasons why I also like using Vaseline is because whenever you apply Vaseline and a perfume, it usually tends to last way longer. So that's the reason why I like using Vaseline. It just tends to keep my fragrances even way longer and just last or smell longer on my body. Now you have everything. Your skin on point, your hair is on point, your teeth's on point, your smell on point, your body on point. Now a very important thing is the body game. I remember telling you this. It literally takes your look from here to there. And if you're a guy who struggles with your body, you've been literally trying every single thing and it seems like it's not working, you can always book a call with the link down in the description, and I would love to hear from you. For now, ladies and gentlemen, peace.